talk about. These two teams tonight. I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight, and if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. We've got Paolo Banchero, and it's Mullen in at the two-guard spot. Just 3 to shoot. Richardson, that's good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Maravich. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. The three from Banchero. Drummond grabs the miss. And Davis has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a three-point game. Fires from deep. Wallace pulls it in. On offense, here are the Thunder. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Davis. The jump hook. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of New Orleans this year.
The team they beat in round 1 of the playoffs last season. Now, those guys will be looking for some serious payback. And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Richardson, the pass to Davis. Booker with it. Fires the three. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
They set him up. Booker's going to knock it down. Great execution there.
Of course, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
B.A., you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And here we can check out the story for Anthony Davis. Here's Maravich, guarded by Richardson. Back to Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Davis. Banchero no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And stolen by Banchero. Mullen, the pass to Battier. Mullen can't get it to go.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Outside, Williams. They set the screen. Driving to the basket. Here's Davis. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Banchero. 15 in his last outing. Davis can't hit.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Maravich, the pass to Banchero. The 3-ball. Mullen can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Booker from behind the arc. Drills it from deep. Booker's got 6.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And here are the Pelicans now. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Booker, good.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Thunder trail by 8. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
A line change here for Oklahoma City.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Back to Richardson. Takes a 3. Chambers grabs the miss. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Zubac. That shot off the mark. New Orleans leading by 5. Outside Richardson. Here's McGinnis. And he makes it on the layup.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Being the pass to Zubac. Here's Dumars. Zubac with a screen on Jones. 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Zubac.
Boy, how about that touch on the roll by Zubac? Nice finish.
Outside Booker. Duran the screen. Booker can't get it to go. Thunder trail by 5. Here's Dumars. No made baskets yet. Pass to Thomas. Here's Dumars, defended by Jones. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Inside. Chambers grabs the miss.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Dumars. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. 3-point lead. Pass to McGinnis. Richardson against Thomas. Now here's Richardson. Back to Booker. What if it goes? Oh, at the buzzer!
Wow! I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. And it's Mullen in at the small forward position. Back to Davis. Over Thomas. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Richardson. Davis has got 6.
I like when Davis knocks down those jumpers. It forces the defense to leave the paint and really spaces the court.
Bing's shot is off. New Orleans leading by 8. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Now here's Richardson. It's good. He's got 5.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And that one's good. Bing.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Richardson, the pass to Davis. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Richardson against Thomas. Pass to Wallace. Some solid defense from Williams. New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Davis being with the rebound.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Chambers, the pass to Thomas. There's a screen. No luck on that one. Good D by Richardson. And stolen by Williams to the middle. And here's the fast break. Here's Davis. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
DA, I absolutely love this. And more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
And he drops it first. Both teams deciding to change it up. So he gets them both. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Blackman. Pass to Drummond. Booker with it. Shot clock at 6. Drops one in from the wing. Booker's got 13.
Yeah, Booker welcomes this offensive responsibility. Very capable of carrying the load.
Here's Maravich. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Outside Booker. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Banchero.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Pass to Maravich. Launches a 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside, Williams. And here's Booker. Launches it. And Booker cash on the 3.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Here's Booker, following the bucket by the Thunder. Here's Blackman, and he jams it home with authority.
Instinctual playmaker. Booker very crafty in distributing to his teammates.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Looking at our leaderboard here, last year the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense. Oklahoma City, number 1. 5th, New Orleans.
Here you have 2 offenses that feasted off turnovers. Every opponent was a little nervous with the ball around them.
Here's Banchero. 5 points in the game. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Banchero. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of this game.
At the line for 2, Bobby Jones.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
He's perfect from the line this time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Banchero outside. Pass to Battier. Back to Banchero. 4 on the clock. McGinnis with a rebound. The Pelicans lead by 12. Jones, the pass to Duran. Here's McGinnis. Here's Maggette. It's rebounded by Zubac. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Here's McGinnis, guarded by Vancaro. And the basket by McGinnis. McGinnis has got his second basket.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Vancaro. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Vancaro's got 4 points now in the quarter. Pass to Maggette. Here's Blackman. With the 10-footer, it's rebounded by Zubac. 1:11 left to play in the first half. To the left side wing. Maravich, the pass to Dumars. Here's Battier. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Pass to Jones. The Thunder with the rebound. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
Yeah, it was really just the failure to convert shots on a consistent basis. That's going to cost you games, believe me.
I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that.
Here's Maggette. He's scoreless. Here's Blackman. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans going into the break up 12. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
And taking a look at Oklahoma City, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the New Orleans Pelicans. And that is going to do it for us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, down by 12. Jalen Williams is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Richardson in at the 1. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Now here's Williams. Yet to see a basket. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Andre Drummond understands if I can get to the offensive window, I can put points on the board.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. The Pelicans lead by 12. Outside Booker. Here's Richardson. Shots blocked. Davis against Bancaro. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. I'll say this, Bancaro is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And that one misses.
Paolo Banchero, a guy who not only has the frame, but he's got the mind and the work habits to be great in this league. Can't wait to watch.
And he sinks the second. New Orleans leading by 11. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Richardson, shot clock at 5. Off target from three-point range.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Well, you can see Paolo has a team-first mindset. If there's an opportunity to get a teammate involved, he's going to do it.
Now here's Richardson. He's got 5. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker still good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Attention, everybody in the building, on your feet. Here comes your Pelicans High Squad.
Looking back at last season, the best when it comes to shot blocking. Second is Anthony Davis.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
Bancaro outside. Pass to Mullen. It's Thomas on the wing. Bancaro with it. The 3 from distance. Paolo.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Outside Davis. Knocks down the long J. Davis has got 9 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Bancaro. He's got 11. Wallace left side. Bancaro finds Thomas from the wing. And there's another one for the Thunder.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
The Pelicans lead by 9. Outside Davis. Here's Booker. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
We've come to expect this from Devin Booker. This guy is a relentless force on the offensive end.
Mullen pass to Bancaro. Here's Chambers. Williams defending. 4 on the clock. Step back and fire. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Chambers. Williams defending. Pass to Wallace. Drummond on the double team. Here's Mullen from outside the arc. Drains the triple. He's got 5.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
Outside Davis. And here's Booker. He's still feeling it. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Davis has got his 5th assist in this one. Thunder trail by 10. Thomas outside. Here's Mullen. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Drummond's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Richardson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
The line for your
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
The first free throw is good. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Thunder trail by 12. Thomas outside, pass to Zubats. Here's Dumars, Booker defending. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
The line for the Thunder, Joe Dumars. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. The Pelicans lead by 10. Outside Booker. Duran against Zubats. Here's Maggette. 6 to shoot. No good from outside.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Dagnall said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Here's Maggette. No points yet.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Oh, there's the alley. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Isaiah Thomas.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And the Pelicans making a change here. Jones is checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Duran. Williams finds Richardson. Now Duran. Pass to Jones. Clock at 6. Here's Maggette. Dumars grabs the miss. Here's Bing. Zubats screen. Here's Bing. That shot missing. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Pass to Williams. Oh, deflected. Oh, stolen by Richardson. Down low. Cuts off the pass. Fast break. Here we go. Dumars misses.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Good work there as it goes. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Jones with the block. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Now here's Richardson. He's closely guarded.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
At the line for New Orleans, Michael Richardson. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. The Thunder making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both shots. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Here's Dumars. 3 seconds left. Good on the jump shot. Dumars has got 6. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans earning this break in the action, up 10. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. We've got Bancaro, and it's Thomas in at the 1. Here's Williams, and Williams punches it home.
Oh, J-Dub rising to the rim. We see it, Mr. Williams.
Thomas outside. On the clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Here's a look at what's coming up for Oklahoma City. On Thursday, they'll be playing the Clippers in Los Angeles. Then on Thursday, they head back home to host the Los Angeles Lakers.
2 shots.
And he makes a first. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for New Orleans. And both free throws good for Thomas.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Outside Davis. To the paint. Rejected. Battier passes to Thomas. Bancaro outside.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Outside Booker. Jacks up a 3. Oh, a tape measure basket from Booker.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Thomas passes to Maravich. Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Richardson. Pass to Drummond. The kick out to Richardson. Now here's Williams. Outside Booker. And it's off from three-point range. Thunder trail by 11. Here's Battier over Williams. Bancaro passes to Maravich. No good on the shot.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find.
Oh, a huge finish. AD, my goodness.
And you love how effortless Davis makes this look. Rising up for an alley-oop like it's nothing.
Pass to Maravich. Back to Thomas. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, good whistle there.
Team foul. At the line for defender, Isaiah Thomas.
Shoot 2.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good for Thomas. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Up top, Davis. Pass to Booker. Now Richardson. Thomas defends. Shot clock at 6. Richardson, the pass to Booker. Connects from downtown. Booker's got 28.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Battier. Williams defending. Back to Banchero. Shoots over Davis. Excellent D there from Davis. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Booker.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Mullen can't get it to go.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Thunder trail by 17. Thomas outside.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. Coming to the floor for the Thunder, number 22, Dave Baker.
Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Pass to Battier. Beyond the arc. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And it's New Orleans ball. They're on an 11-2 run. It's stolen away. Here's Mullen. Booker defending. From the stripe. A nice shot by Mullen.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Williams with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Davis with room to shoot. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Davis was just waiting for the ball, and once he gets it, it's all over.
Here's Banchero. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Outside, Williams. Takes the 3. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. It's blocked. Here's Wallace. And it's blocked by Davis.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
6 on the shot clock. Banchero outside. Nails it from 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2, Michael Ray Richardson.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Here's Mullen. Booker defending. The three from Banchero. Banchero missing again. New Orleans leading by 15.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Pelicans.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Devin Booker.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
At the line for one.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Davis, the pass to Richardson. Davis down low, guarded by Banchero. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
3 points.
Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
And the basket by Blackman.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Michael Ray Richardson. 4th personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Thomas. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Thomas. And both free throws good for Thomas. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Richardson against Thomas. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Anthony, it was a great team victory tonight. What satisfied you most about this win?
We just played hard. We just played for each other. The ball was moving, wasn't sticking, and guys made the right plays. And that's what we've been doing all night, all season, and I'm just glad we came out with the win.
Selfless basketball is a beautiful thing, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Devin Booker.
Well, there's always a little extra motivation for a team playing. Hi, and welcome everyone here on Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Marion is out there with Malone. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Mourning in at the 5. Jackson finds Tatum. Here is Havlicek. He's covered by Ginobili. LeBron with a screen on Ginobili. And it's Havlicek missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Pass to Mourning. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. And it's Miami's ball. Outside Tatum. Pass to James. Floats one. And Havlicek with a nice basket inside.
Just throughout his career, LeBron James, we've been marveling at his passing skills. So special and makes everybody better.
Now here's Malone. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Havlicek dishes to James. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Berry, they're gonna grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
Now, here's Johnson. Following the missed shot by Jaren Jackson. Johnson against Havlicek. Outside, Malone. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. The Heat in second.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
LeBron kicks to Havlicek. Mutombo is screen on Johnson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Jackson. And of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. And the basket is good.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Here is Havlicek. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. Driving in.
Yeah, and among the many things to like about Hondo. He is strictly about the team, willing to take on any role. He just wants to win.
Donaldson, he's checked in for the Heat. Bill Lambert's checked in for the Hornets.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now, here's Johnson. He has yet to score, and stolen by Tatum. Here's Havlicek. Poked away.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Jackson. Ginobili with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And like a car without brakes, Ginobili careens down the floor.
James looking around. Pass to Tatum. The kick out to LeBron. Now here is Havlicek. 5 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
So much attention on James. He's able to get it to a teammate. That's a great look.
Ginobili the pass to Johnson. Malone sets the pick for Johnson. From 18 feet away, it's rebounded by Donaldson.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Havlicek, the rebound by Johnson. Charlotte trails by 5. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
Charlotte calls timeout.
All right, you fans, get on and show some love for your Heat Light Squad. Attention fans, now is your Light Squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Look what time it is. It's T-shirt time. Here they come.
For the Heat, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Donaldson. Alex Caruso comes in for Tatum. Tony Allen's checked in for Havlicek. And Lillard subbed in for Jackson. .143 left to play in the first. Lillard against Murphy. 6 on the shot clock. West misses.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And that one drops for him.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Now, here is Murphy. West a screen on Lillard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Miami.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And so Murphy hits them both.
And Murphy is a reliable combo guard, one that scores and passes it efficiently.
Here's Lillard. Oh, jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And Lillard also entertaining as a player, someone who isn't afraid to put on a show for the fans.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against Milwaukee.
They shot the lights out from deep, really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against the team that shot it well.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one. And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebounded by Lambier.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Murphy. That's short off the rim. And so it's the Miami Heat bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
So here's Murphy. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland. Tony Allen is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's LeBron James. Then it's Tatum, and it's Lively in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Jaren Jackson comes in for LeBron. And it's Havlicek in for Allen. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Marion's checked in.
One shot.
That one misses for Ginobili. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
Now here is Murphy. John Havlicek unable to get his shot to go. Inside, Mourning. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. The Heat making a switch here. Donaldson's checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Malone's checked in. Charlotte trails by 3. Murphy passes to Mourning. Malone with it. Back to Mourning. Up again. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Heat have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Havlicek. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And guys, you got to know who you're guarding. You got to run the shooter off that sweet spot. And for Havlicek, that's anything in the mid-range area.
It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Johnson, he's checked in for morning.
Number 32, Magic Johnson.
Pass to Murphy. Malone outside. Clock at 4. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Malone's got his second bucket tonight. Heat leading by 3. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Everybody, let's get loud! Once again, for your Heat dancers, get loud!
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Back to Jackson. Here's Lillard. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lillard's got 6.
Yeah, usually Lillard does damage from way outside, but he can get to the mid-range and score some buckets.
Marion against Jackson. Pass to Murphy. Shot clock at 5. Malone. And the rejection by Jackson. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Marion. Outside Jackson. Here's Donaldson. Good ball movement here by Miami. 11 feet away, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Havlicek's got 4 this quarter.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Now here's Malone. 14 points from him the last game against Cleveland.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
Lillard connects again from distance.
And he's hit thousands of threes in this league.
Inching closer and closer to 5th place on the career triples list. Charlotte calls timeout.
Let's give a huge mighty welcome to the Heat Breaker Dance Crew.
For Donaldson. Charlotte making a switch here. And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. In fourth, the Heat.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Johnson outside. It's Ginobili outside. Rebound by the Heat. Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Now here's Ginobili. Following the missed shot by Jaren Jackson. Pass to Reeves. Shoots the three, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
You got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks.
Well, at this point in his career, playmaking is Manu's strong point. Locates the open man there.
Jackson kicks to Lillard. Off target from three-point range. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Mutombo. Fast break. Here we go. Havlicek, the pass to Lillard. Rebounded by Lambier. And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the Hornets. They trail by 6. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every other facet of the game, but it's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Next dancer.
Group in for the Heat. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Alex Caruso comes in for Jason Tatum. Allen's checked in for Havlicek. And LeBron subbed in for Damian Lillard. The Hornets also changing it up. West is checked in for Marion. And Ito Turkoglu is subbed in for Manu Ginobili. Pass to Lively. Allen outside. Lively sets a screen for Allen. Back to Lively. And a chance here to check out some stats for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
That's good from Lively. Morning's checked in for the Hornets. And both free throws good for Lively. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Throws it up high, and Charlotte turns it over again.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Caruso. No scoring in this one. Pass to LeBron. Reeves against Allen. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Heat lead by 7.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Morning inside. He's up against Mutombo.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right.
Charlotte trails by 9. Pass to Turkoglu. Back to Reeves. Stolen by Allen. He gets it in there. Allen's got 6. And that does it for the first half of play. Miami ahead, up by 11. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how does the defense you're playing impact your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the two-point line as best as we can.
Yeah, those runouts get your guys going. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for Charlotte.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're playing a comeback, better rebounding is where they need to start.
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Taking a look at Charlotte, they haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to feel that this team needs a culture change.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Without question, John Havlicek displaying his skills.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not, that's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
On the court for Charlotte, we've got Johnson. Warning is out there at Malone. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Marion in at the 3. Jackson misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hornets. 11-point game. Havlicek with the rebound. The Heat shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Misses in close. Charlotte shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Ginobili against James. Marion outside. Lock at 6. Here's Johnson. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Heat leading by 11. Tatum's shot is off.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And Magic Johnson with the slam.
So blessed with excellent court vision, especially for a wing player Ginobili repeatedly finds the open man.
And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his first foul. Donaldson, he's checked in for Miami. The Hornets also with a sub. Murphy's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Hornets on defense now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Tatum with a screen on Marion. Here's James. That one good for 2. James has got the lead up to 11 now for Miami.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
Mourning dishes to Murphy. Malone sets the pick for Murphy. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Jason Tatum. The Hornets have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one. Charlotte making a switch here. Lambier's checked in. And so Murphy hits them both. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Fans, get out and show some love for your East High Squad. Get out, fans, on the court is your High Squad. It's time for T-shirt.
Playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Miami. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move. And, of course, the Hornets, 5 games behind.
And right now for Miami, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Now here's Ginobili after LeBron James's miss. Shot clock at 6. Here's Malone. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Tatum.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. And that one's good from Havlicek. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Miami.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
The other part about tonight, you got to give credit to the coaching staff. They came in here with a great game plan, defensively locked in. They were ready for the sets. They jumped in passing lanes. They came away with steals. I mean, they anticipated just about everything.
some changes. Derek Lively comes in for Donaldson. And Lillard subbed in for Jackson. The Hornets also changing it up. West is checked in for Malone. Turkoglu comes in for Marion. And it's Austin Reeves in for Ginobili. Charlotte trails by 13. Turkoglu outside. Reeves with the screen for Turkoglu. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. Number 1, the Heat.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
That free throw good from Turkoglu.
Oh, the definition of a stretch forward. Turkoglu can play either forward spot and can stretch the floor with his shooting.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Lillard, the pass to Lively. Now, here is Havlicek. Poke loose. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Chicago Bulls.
And for their matchup with Detroit, that should be an interesting one. Early in the season, both teams will still be working out the details.
That free throw, no good. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Charlotte trails by 12. Turkoglu outside. Reeves with the screen for Turkoglu. Shoots over Caruso. Will not go. This is off the front iron. It's stolen by Turkoglu. Pass to Murphy. Chalk up 2 there. Murphy's got 6.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
James with it. Defended by West. Lively against Lambeer. Pulls up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 16.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Down low, here's LeBron. And so Miami again turning it over. And Miami making a change here. Allen's checked in. Charlotte trails by 12. Pass to Lambeer. And Murphy has it in the corner. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hornets.
Number 32, Magic Johnson.
Caruso against Turkoglu. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lambeer. Johnson wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Lambeer with the assist that time.
Nice seeing Johnson drain the 3-ball, proving how lethal of a scorer he can be.
James, a screen on Johnson. Here's Lillard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, good job to take him right at the D.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Now at the line, Damian.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Voted one of the top 75 NBA players of all time. We should be enjoying the seasons that Damian Lillard is putting up in the next couple years.
Mutombo is checked in for James. Warnings checked in for the Hornets. Both free throws good from Lillard. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Turkoglu outside. Warning inside, covered by Mutombo. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lillard against Johnson. Allen kicks to Lillard. No good with the triple. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Charlotte. They trail by 9 points. Caruso with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. And the basket by Mutombo. Mutombo's got 5.
Lillard involving his guys, a great passer, and he makes a good decision there.
West outside. Caruso against Turkoglu. Back to West. Shoots over Lively. Off target on the 15-footer. The Heat leading by 11. Allen dishes to Lillard. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And stolen by Lillard. One-on-one fast break. Allen passes to Caruso. 2 points. That one goes. Lillard's got 4 this quarter. And here's Turkoglu from the arc. And so it's the Miami Heat looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball moving. No holds. No holds.
Well, moving the ball is so important to these coaches.
I mean, it helps make the offense run smoothly, Kevin. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with LeBron on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Havlicek, Tatum out there with Jackson, and it's Mutombo, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And here is Johnson after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First team foul. At the line for the away team, Magic Johnson. 2.
The first one falls. Donaldson, he's checked in for the Heat. LeBron comes in for Damian Lillard. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
LeBron sets the screen for Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Here's Donaldson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
David West. Second personal foul. First team foul. 2. James.
Shoot 2.
The free throw drops for Donaldson. Bill Lambert's checked in for West. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Malone looking around. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pass to Donaldson. To to the middle. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Ginobili finds Johnson. Pass to Marion. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And that's the last guy you want to defend inside. Malone is just too good near the hoop.
Shooting for the away team, Karl Malone. 2.
No good on the free throw.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
Morning's checked in for Lambeer. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Tatum. Back to Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Havlicek. Second chance shot. The Hornets pull it in. Marion's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the lob to the hoop. Stolen by Jackson. To the inside. Donaldson can't cash in from close range. Charlotte trails by 17. Marion passes to Johnson. And here is Morning. Back to Johnson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Here's Donaldson. LeBron dishes to Jackson. Clock at 6. Back to LeBron. Tatum kicks to Havlicek. Miami no good on that time either.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Back to Ginobili. And the rejection by James.
What a denial. LeBron attacking that shot with pinpoint accuracy.
Bounce pass from Tatum. Here's Havlicek, and Morning sends it back.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Ginobili the pass to Morning. And the layup's good off the glass.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Lively, he's checked in for Donaldson. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now, here is Havlicek. Great job by Tatum in close.
and it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Mourning dishes to Ginobili. It's deflected. Stolen by Lively. Tatum against Marion. To the paint. Lively the pass to Jackson. Tatum kicks to James. From deep three-point land. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Mourning's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now, here's Johnson. Pass to Marion. 5 to shoot. Here's Mourning. They get a hand on it. Well, Heat leading by 15. Havlicek with it. Screen by James. Havlicek dishes to James. Johnson against Tatum. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Ginobili outside. Offensive rebound. Malone. Yes, that goes in.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And so James will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They led by as many as 18 points. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Heat.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. Free throw good, James. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Here's LeBron following the 3 by Charlotte. Pass to Lillard. Lively a screen on Reeves. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by Lively.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now, here is Mourning. Pass to Reeves. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Stolen by Lively. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. LeBron with a screen on Reeves. Here's Lillard. Malone with some nice D. Johnson against LeBron. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Damian Lillard.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Stan Van Gundy. And Hall of Famer Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And at the midpoint of the season, a great time to check out the power rankings. Gives you a good idea of how teams stack up. No movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
Seeing where the Knicks are, they still go out and play hard every night. Unfortunately, it's one step forward and one step back. And they just don't have much time left.
Now, New York starting five. We've got Mikal Bridges, also Edie out there, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the one. Here's Roy. Lanier with the rebound. This Magic squad, Stan, has a great young core. What do you think they have to do now to take that next step?
Well, Brian, they do. They have great depth and a lot of good young players, but they need more shooting around their core guys. and they've got to improve their backcourt position. Their front court is loaded. They've got to get a little bit more balance.
And it's good for 2.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, and now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Here's Pippen. Miller outside. And there's a pick. Down low. And stolen by Bol. Here's Roy. New York again, can't hit.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
Gafford with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Miller. Three-pointer, no good. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Bridges. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Thanks for that, Allie. Miller, and he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Pass to Edey. Shot from the wing. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Inside, and stolen by Bol. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Roy. Gafford grabs the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And the dunk by Gafford.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
It's dance jam time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Let's see those dance moves.
This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pass to Bol. Here's Roy. For 3, Bridges. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Miller outside. And here's Gafford. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Claxton, he's checked in for Orlando. Hayes comes in for Gafford. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Here's Pippen. Antetokounmpo covering. And Miller good for 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the night. And the Knicks making a change here.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Magic, Miller. 1 shot.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
The hallmark of this Orlando team, their defense, which led them to the playoffs last year, Coach.
Well, Brian, they were second in defensive rating. They've got great size. They're young and active. This is a great defensive team. And what's scary for the rest of the East, this team is still on the way up.
Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Pippen, guarded by Rose. Miller, the pass to Pippen. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Knicks have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Rose with the bucket.
Smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
Orlando trailing here. Pass to Miller, puts up a 3, sends it home from three-point land. Miller's got 9 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Orlando has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Miller on the wing. And it's Orlando with another.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
The floater tipped. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time. And it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Here's Cycli. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
He's checked in for Pippen. Wagner's checked in for New York. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. New York, 4th.
Their offense has clicked the past few weeks. I mean, everyone out there knows their role and where to be on the floor.
Outside Richardson. They need this. Claxton with a rebound.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. Magic leading by 5. Jones in the post, guarded by Rose. Jones with a screen on Wagner. Here's Kuzi over Wagner. Deflected!
Well, that's impressive defense by Wagner. He gets himself into great position.
Rose can't connect.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Antetokounmpo has got 5.
Yeah, sometimes even Giannis needs help. The play gets him all the room he needs to strike.
To the inside. Here's Kuzi, guarded by Rose. Outside Jones. Here's Hayes. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Richardson. Back to Rose. Pulls up on the wing. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Magic out in front, up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
So on the floor for the Knicks, we've got Alperon Şengün, and it's Daniels in at the 4. Antetokounmpo for 3, and he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Got it. And the Magic lead by 6.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Here's Roy, still without a bucket. From deep three-point land. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
There's the 3, counted from distance. And now a 9-point Magic lead.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
4-3. They grab their own miss. Second chance effort. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
And the first one at the line is good. Bridges, he's checked in for Richardson. Good on both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Miller outside to the middle. Şengün with a steal. Here's Daniels. No points so far. To the inside. Stolen by Miller. Inside. It's Eason with the jam.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. Checked in for New York. And now a break to glance at the rookies who scored the most per game during the last month of play. The fourth spot held by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Those averages have distanced him from the pack. And the scary thing is, he may widen that margin.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. From deep, Eason pulls it in.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Down low. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Roy. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. Pippen pass to Miller. Oh, got that one up quick. And now an 11-point Orlando lead.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Daniels. Still no points. Just 4 to shoot. New York, again, can't hit.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Miller can't get it to go.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
To the paint. And Gafford comes to help. They set the pick. Unloads. Here's Roy. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
To the 407. Come on, everybody, make some noise.
Hayes is checked in for Orlando. And a switch here also for New York. Bowl, he's checked in for Daniels. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Bridges misses. Magic leading by 8. Here's Miller. Sinks the tray. Miller's got 16 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Edey, that's good. Orlando has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Bol. Antetokounmpo outside. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point land, Antetokounmpo showing his range.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3-ball.
Miller outside. Oh, they get a hand on it.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Pass to Guerin. Back to Miller. The 3. Bol grabs the board.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
There's a screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
It's time for Dance Stand. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Show us those moves. Look at those moves. Next.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. And here you have the best teams when it comes to three-point shooting this season. Number 1, the Magic.
Having the shooters they have, the best three-point shooting team in the league, it opens up the whole court by stretching the defense out.
1:46 left in the first half. Hayes with a screen on Rose. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one's on Rose. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
And the second free throw is good. 1:37 left in the second. Pass to Unseld. Just 5 on the clock. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Hayes. Here's Kuzi, guarded by Rose. Orlando again missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Out to the right wing. With a 9-footer. And that one's long. Orlando leading by 5. Pass to Hayes. Oh, stolen by Richardson. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Lanier missing. Knicks trail by 3. And the layup is good off the glass. Rose has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Oh boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it. He hears the whistle and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 1, Richie Guerin.
Now here's Rose. 3-pointer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Orlando ahead. They're up by 4. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, almost half. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
You take a look at Orlando. They haven't played up to their standards. Last year, they were an elite team. They need to find that mojo.
And turning back now to talk about the Orlando Magic. What a close game this has been.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Knicks trail by 4. They've got Miller. Tari Eason is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Lanier in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Miller can't get it to go. And New York shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Pass to Edey. Now Bull. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the top of the key, rebound by the Magic. Lanier's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
To the inside, Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Pass to Bridges. Fires the 3. And the Knicks miss again.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Miller can't get it to go.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Bull, down low. Here's Edey. Banked it in off the glass.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
Now here's Miller. Not a lot of room, and he sinks the 11-footer. Miller's got 18 points in the game, and timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Daniels is checked in. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for New York. They trail by 6. Bridges outside. And here is Antetokounmpo. 10 points for him. And again, the Knicks missing.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Pippen, pass to Miller. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. And he drops the first. Miller hits them both. Knicks trail by 8. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to Bridges. Fires for 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Bridges has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
Here's Miller. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Magic lead by 8.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to Daniels. Over Hayes. Daniels misses. Orlando leading by 10. Miller, the pass to Pippen. Back to Miller. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
First team foul.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
Magic leading by 10. Kuzi, pass to Claxton. Here's Guerin, three-pointer, and again, it's the magic from Pete.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Rose outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
Wow. Rose looking just as tenacious as ever. He isn't intimidated by the close D at all.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. First free throw is good.
You know, it's great to see Rose out there. After all those injuries, Derek still has a passion for the game.
He's off on the second. Unsel's shot is good.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing.
Kuzi, the pass to Pippen. And here's Claxton, defended by Şengün. Claxton down low, working on Şengün. Pass to Guerin, 5 on the clock. From deep. It's rebounded by New York. Rose, the pass to Unseld. Antetokounmpo with it. Here's Unseld. Şengün, the screen. No good with the triple. Here's Guerin, guarded by Rose. And it's Guerin missing. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 10-point game. Coach, the ceiling seems very high for Franz Wagner. He's shown improvement year after year.
He has, Brian, and he's already so polished offensively. He's got great footwork, great touch, and at his age, I think it's the patience he plays with that really stands out.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Let's look back on the last month now and see which rookie players were leading the way in assists per game. Second is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I really like how he sees the floor. A selfless distributor who enjoys hitting those guys in their spots.
Outside Jones. Pass to Claxton. Jones with the ball, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Back to Claxton. 6 on the shot clock, and stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Rose. The rebound by Guerin.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. This is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for the Magic, Bob Cousy, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Gafford, he's checked in for Pippen. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And really strong at the line since the break.
A minute 29 left in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Unseld. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Line for the Knicks, Wes Unseld, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Here's Kuzi. Antetokounmpo covering. Offensive rebound, and they get it back.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Pass to Cycli. Claxton with the block. Here's Guerin. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And at the arc, Rose definitely picks his battles, but when he sees his chance, he knocks it down.
Here's Guerin. 13 points in the game. Clock at 4. A deep three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Unseld. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Orlando. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively. Get stops and then let's go. Let's go. Make the game easy for each other.
And defense is so important to Coach Thibodeau.
He wants his team to get stops and leak out fast. That's just fundamental basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for the Knicks. Edey out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Derrick Rose, and it's Bol in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Bridges. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And you see why Coach is comfortable running offense through Bridges.
Pass to Gafford. Over Edey, and Gafford gets it to go on the assist from Miller. Miller's got 3 assists now in this one. Bridges outside. Back to Rose. For 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding. I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Pass to Rose. There's a screen by Bol. Now here's Rose. He's covered closely. Can't hit from in close. Here's Miller. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. And now it's a 12-point Orlando lead.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Here's Roy, defended by Easton. Roy can't get it to go. For Orlando, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Rose. Bridges down low, defended by Easton. Pass to Gafford. Miller outside to the middle. Bridges on the double. Lanier knocked away. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And he stays with it. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance. Miller's got 36 points.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Stolen by Miller. Pass to Eason from the arc. And another three for Orlando.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here's Rose. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Inside. Gafford passes to Kuzi. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Bowl. Pass to Bridges. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
And New York has possession. Orlando making their last shot. Hits the three-pointer.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Put your hands together, fans. Here they are. The 407.
Present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Here's Pippen. Antetokounmpo covering. Miller outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the three. It's rebounded by New York. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Roy. Pass to Bowl. To the left wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Orlando with the rebound. 22 was their biggest lead. Screen by Claxton. Right wing. Here's Pippen. And another miss by Orlando. Knicks trail by 19. Here's Roy. Pass to Edey. Here's Roy. Guarded by Miller. Here's Roy. Over Miller. And connects on the 9-footer. Roy's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Pippen. Now here's Miller. This one for 3. Drops in the 3. And the Magic lead by 20.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Gafford, he's checked in for Orlando.
Number 41, Daniel Gafford.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Lanier. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Back to Antetokounmpo. From downtown, Gafford grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Magic.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year. New York has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Roy's shot is good.
Assist goes to Dienasty.
Here's Orlando. They're on a 20-7 run. Pippen, the pass to Miller. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Miller's got 41.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Here's Roy. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Here's Pippen. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And time now to present our player of the game.